Hello and welcome back to another Let's Look At / read through of Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, Deities, and Demigods. And let's just get right into it, if I can open the book correctly. So we just finished with, if I can open the book, with American Indian mythos, and we're moving on to Arthurian heroes. So we're going to start with, the average knight of renown. Knights always have a high-quality, heavy warhorse, use a lance, a bastard sword, a two-handed sword, or a morning star in battle. They always have a lesser beast to ride when not fighting, and a squire of some type to aid them with their equipment. There is a 5% chance that the squire is better at fighting than the knight he serves. Squires cannot use swords in battle nor fight from horseback until they have been made knights. Average knights will most often kill their defeated opponents rather than grant mercy. And then we have Knight of Quality with a lot of names. And then we have the following Evil Knights. Did they give me a... Here we go. Knights of this type, often 60%, have 1 to 4 squires and a group of 1 to 10 men at arms to serve them as they travel. These knights will usually, 70% of the time, grant mercy to all those that ask for it during battle. And then the following are all good or neutral knights of Arthurian legend, and we got Abilis, Accolone, Alisander, Bedivere, Berel, Blaymore, C's, D's, it goes on and on. And then we have evil names. And then we have King Arthur. According to the legends, King Uther Pendragon, Arthur's father, died when Arthur was just a boy, and Merlin, the prophet and wizard, took the babe and hid him away in the keeping of the knight Sir Ector, who knew nothing of the boy's royal heritage. While growing up, Arthur was trained in war by Ector and trained in kingliness by Merlin. Sir Ector and his son, Sir Kay, were at a tourney with Arthur as their squire when Arthur was sent back for a sword for Sir Kay. Wanting to get back to the action as soon as possible, Arthur happened by a church and a sword embedded in a stone. He pulled it out and thus identified himself as the rightful king of all England. Arthur lived on to fight all who opposed him, aided by Merlin and many strong and brave men. He married his lady Guinevere and organized the Knights of the Round Table to fight for all that is right and proper. Arthur upholds the idea of lawful righteousness and fair play. He wields the sword Excalibur, a +5 lawful good sword of sharpness that has a scabbard that prevents him from being cut by any attack. Thrusting and slashing attacks against Arthur do half damage, and bludgeoning attacks do full damage. His shield device is a gold. His shield device is a gold dragon. Dragon? Yes, dragon. Sir Belin de Hautdesert. Okay. As long as he wears his bright green armor, Berland cannot be hurt by physical weapons. This armor is enchanted for Bernold only and is normal plate mail for anybody else. This knight was one of the few powerful good knights that would not side with Arthur, though he also would not side with Arthur's enemies. And he was fond of battling knights of the Round Table to test their courage. He wields a +3 axe. Sir Galahad. Dressed in white armor, this bastard son of Sir Lancelot and Princess Elaine was the perfect representation of knighthood, and that he was a paragon of purity and invincibility. It was he who successfully completed the quest for the Holy Grail. Sir Gareth of Orkney. This young son of King Lot, Gareth served in the kitchens of Sir King Arthur and became the enemy of Sir Kay, who called him Bowmains. He was the most modest of all the knights and used his great fighting skills to help many a lady in distress, especially one lady lioness. He was noted for the many colors that he used on his armor and shield. Sir Garland. This knight would always fight invisibly and was only defeated by the combined might of several knights of quality acting in concert. He was given the power of invisibility by a witch of the fens for the promise to only use the power for evil. Well, that sounds like a fair deal if you're evil already. Sir Gawain. Gawain has been given a magical gift of unusual nature. From 9 in the morning till 12 noon he gains strength. From 9 to 10 he has a 19 strength. From 10 to 11 he has a 20 strength. And from 11 to 12 his strength is 21. After 12 his strength returns to normal. The favorite cousin of King Arthur, this man was a revengeful knight and would travel to the end of the earth to right some supposed wrong done to him or his family. His sword, Gallatin, is a +2 weapon. Holy crap, there's a lot of these. Okay, not too many more. Sir Lamoric. Son of King Pellinore and a constant champion at many tournaments held by Queen Margolwace, Lemric's lover. This night was the death of several members of the Round Table. His greatest enemy was Sir Gawain and his brothers, Sir Lemric, Sir Lemric was noted for a battle in which he killed 12 renegade knights of Morgan le Fay. Sir Lancelot du Lake. This mighty knight was the best of the best in the circle of the Round Table, and was able to use all the powers of a paladin, until he fell from grace by being tricked into loving King Peli's daughter, the lovely Elaine, who bore him a son, the knight Sir Galahad. While he was forced to leave the side of King Arthur, who had until then treated Lancelot as the king's champion, he would never fail to aid the king in time of need. He went on all of the most important quests for the king, and it was his weapon skills that defended the king's side in major battles. Merlin. Sorry, I yawned. The son of a sorceress and an incubus, a succubus shape changed into a male form, Merlin has a combination of powers and abilities far beyond those of mortals. There is a great deal of evidence to support the concept that Merlin is being as powerful as a great druid, with magical powers thrown in. What? While he never uses armor or normal physical weapons, his staff is a staff of many spell storings, and acts as a staff of striking. With this device, Merlin can absorb spells thrown at him and turn the power of these into spells at his own needs, like a staff of the Magi. Merlin can foresee the future in a random manner. There are times when his inability to see what lies just ahead in the future causes him great problems. He always teleports away from danger that could cause him a quick death. While he doesn't want to take part in battles, there are times when it is necessary in order to advise Arthur and others closely, and on several occasions he was attacked and suffered damage that would kill a mortal man. His demonic heritage allows him to regenerate 1 hit point per melee round, and his magical skills allow him to heal the remainder. He is a very earthly being, and a pretty face may cause him to act rather boyish in order to impress a lady. Morgan le Fay. The half-sister to King Arthur, this sorceress constantly uses the power of illusion to attempt to become queen of the British Isles. Arthur was aware of her evil, but never acted openly against her because of their blood tie. As her name indicates, Fay equals fairy, Morgan is at least partially non-human. She wears a +3 ring of protection. She is sometimes able to trick knights of the Round Table into her castle and either seduce them to evil ways or imprison them for a time. Sorry, I touched the mic. Sir Palamedes the Saracen. A bitter rival of Sir Tristram, Palamedes was noted for the quickness of his scimitar and his courage in battle. The man was also noted for his use of the composite bow, a weapon not usually used by knights of any order. King Pellinore. This knight fought with King Arthur and almost defeated him. He later joined the Round Table and became one of the Queen's guards. Pellinore hunts a strange, unique creature, the questing beast, which his family is fated to pursue, though neither they nor anybody else will ever catch it. At the time of Arthur's court, Pellinore is just past middle age, though still a stout fighter. Sir Tristram of Lyoness. Known for his skill of arms and savagery in battle, this knight was considered by many to be the second only to Lancelot in battle skills. Tristram is well known for his ill-fated romance with the beautiful Lady Isolde, who was married to the evil and cowardly king Mark. Just Mark. The insanely jealous king searches constantly for ways to discredit or destroy the noble Tristram. And I think we'll call it there. I think I'll read these in segments. Like next we have Babylonian, then after that we have Celtic, so I'll read them in segments, just to make it easier on me. But that's the Arthurian mythos in the books. If you enjoyed what you watched, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. And if you comment, I read all the comments. I don't reply, but I do read. So thanks for watching.